Welcome to the class, and today in this session we are going to take the revision part 2 of our poem The Squirrel. In the previous video we have seen the summary of the poem. With that, some extra questions were given to you and two activities were given to you. In first activity you have to give a rhythm to the poem, and the second you have to draw a squirrel. I hope you all have done the activity. Now, before moving toward the textual question answers of the poem, let's see a video in which the squirrel is telling you about the life of it. So, let's
I am a squirrel, I skip and swivel, I always squeak when I want to speak. I live in trees, in nests with leaves, or underground in holes. My teeth can cut fruits and nuts and also bugs. I feed on shrubs, I store food away for rainy days. I plan ahead always. My babies are kids, I love them to bits. For months they rest in my nest. I run around and up and down to get food for my kids. I live for 2 years with my peers. I always gnaw and leave a scar out in the parks. I make my mark all through my trails. My group's a dray, we walk all day with tails like a brush that's thick and lush. Red, gray or brown, on trees or ground, they're all species of me. I'm not a chipmunk, check my rump. There are no stripes, it's plain old times. We are different, just a bit. We are from the same family. I am a squirrel, I skip and swivel, I always squeak when I want to speak. I live in trees, in nests with leaves, or underground in holes.
So, in this video you have seen that the squirrel, it has given the information about its life and the work which it needs to do in the life. So let's move toward the question answers of the poem. So working with the text, question number 1. Why does the poet say the squirrel wore a question mark for tail? Draw a squirrel or find a picture of a squirrel sitting on the ground. How would you describe it? Now, from this question, draw a squirrel. Already you have done the activity in the previous video. The question, why does the poet say the squirrel wore a question mark? So, that the squirrel, it has a tail which looks like a question mark because it has little bit bent at the top, and so the poet called as the squirrel wore a question mark for tail. And how would you describe it? So the poem which we have learned, that is the description of the poet about the squirrel. You can write your own description about the squirrel. So this is the first question. Question number 2. Do we usually say that an animal wears a tail? What do we say? No. We never say that the animal wears a tail. But what we say? We say that the animal has a tail. Instead of wears, we use the word has. Question number 3. He liked to tease and play. Who is teasing whom and how? So he liked to tease and play. Already I told you. Who is he here? The squirrel. So the squirrel liked to tease and play. And to whom it is teasing? To the poet and her friends. And how? That when the poet and her friends try to go near the squirrel used to run away to the other side. So in this way, the squirrel is teasing to the poet and her friends. So I hope these all 3 questions and answers are clear to you. Rhyming words. Already we know that the words which rhyme together, they are called as rhyming words. Now in the poem, there are few rhyming words like grey, play and way. These 3 rhyming words we find in the poem, The Squirrel. Nut is the word there, but the rhyming words of nut are not there in the poem. Just let's see the rhyming word for the word nut. Shut, but. So these are the rhyming words. Out of these, only grey, play, way. These are in the poem. Now, what is a rhyming scheme? Rhyming scheme is dependent on the rhyming words only. So here all the 6 lines of the poem are given. Now when we write the rhyming scheme of any poem, we have to divide it into stanza wise. Now this poem is very short. It has only one stanza, that is of 6 lines, and so we cannot divide it again into different stanzas. So how to find out the rhyming scheme? He wore a question mark for tell. So this is the ending word of the line tell. We have to give the first alphabet, that is A. An overcoat of grey. This is the ending word of the second line. So is it rhyming to tell? No. So we have to use the second alphabet, that is B. He sat up straight to eat a nut. Now this last word nut, is it rhyming to grey? No. Is it rhyme with tell? No. So we have to use the third alphabet, that is C. He liked to tease and play. The last word is play. Is it rhyme with nut? No. Is it rhyme with grey? Yes. So what we are going to use? The letter which we have used for this word. The same letter we are going to use for this word. So I have used here the letter B. If it could be rhyme with the first word, that is A. So we have to write here A. But here the play word rhymes with the word grey. And so we have used the alphabet which is used for grey here. And if we ran around his tree, the word tree, is it rhyme with play? No. Is it rhyme with nut? No. Is it rhyme with grey? And is it rhyme with tell? No. It doesn't rhyme with any of these 4 words. So we are using the next alphabet for that, D. He went the other way. The word way, it is rhyming with play and grey. So we are using the alphabet B. So A, B, C, B, D, B. This is called as the rhyming scheme of the poem. Understood? So what we have to take care? We have to see the last words of the lines. After seeing that words, we have to see that which words rhyme together. The words which rhyme together, we have to give the same alphabet to them. So in these 6 lines, you could see grey, play and way. These 3 words rhyme with each other. So I have used B, B and B here. Tell, nut and tree. These 3 words are not rhyme with each other. They are different words. So we have used first word A alphabet, then the third word C and then the tree D. So in this way we have to give the rhyming scheme to the poem. So the rhyming scheme for this poem is A, B, C, B, D, B. I hope now you have understood the rhyming scheme. Now let's do the activity. The word tell, T-A-I-L, which appears in the poem. What is the tell meaning of tell? The hindmost part of an animal. And the word tell, T-A-L-E, story, T-double-L, to say. All these words are called as homophone. Now what is a homophone? The word which has same pronunciation but different meaning and different spelling. So these words are called as homophone. The word T-A-I-L, tell, has come in the poem, and the word T-A-L-E and T-double-L, these 2 are the homophone of the word tell. So there are so many other homophone like the word to, T-O-2, T-O-O-2 and T-W-O-2. So these are also the homophone. Another word we can say, that is the ad, ad, short form of advertisement, and ADD, ad, short form of addition. So these are the some homophones. Now the work for you, that you have to at least write down 5 homophones like these. So I hope now rhyming words, rhyming scheme, homophones and the textual question answers are clear to you. Thank you.